Escaping writers genjutsu. Ready, set, right. Yoish! Welcome to my corner of the realm of writer's genjutsu, where I am to guide you out and help you move past your blockage. Today we'll be talking about da-da-da-da-da, writing tips you shouldn't listen to. Now, I'm aware as a writer, when we don't understand what it is we are doing wrong, we go and we find the solution. Looking through videos and self help books, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube from many author tubers providing tips on what you should do. I'm here to tell you not to listen to them. Here is my list of 7 things not to listen to. I have a bonus one at the end, so stay tuned for it. Number one, avoiding cliches. Don't listen. Unless you are writing for your readers who has expressed their dislike of this, don't do this if it goes against your style of writing. While it's good to evolve and improve yourself, removing your essence from your own writing because another writer tells you it isn't what others like is poppycock. Cliches aren't horrible, they are just overused. Believe it or not, cliches are what pull people in. Because in my book, it only takes a year for a trope to become a cliche if it isn't one already. Number two, avoid stereotypes. Wrong. Embrace those bad boys. The only time you want to avoid them is if you are writing a singular character. You still want to acknowledge the stereotypes of that character's race, and you want to point out how your character either falls in, out, or in between those stereotypes. Yes, I agree, stereotypes are wrong to judge others by, but look around. It's normal. It is a normal part of society. Removing them from your story makes it feel less realistic, unless that's what you're going for. Number three, write several drafts. I kind of agree, but it isn't necessary. Figure out what works for you. I can't do 7 drafts. I ain't built like that. I abandon the story if it takes me too long to write and edit it. So my first draft is usually a clean, well put together as I can get it. I go through and I find small chunks and rewrite them to be better, but I rarely do a full rewrite because if I have to, it's never coming out. And that works for me. It's all about finding a process that works for you. Some people write 0 drafts and then go on to write more until they get it right. Some write 3, some write 7. I write 1. Everybody is different. Number 4, don't add too much details or too little details, etc. White room syndrome. I do this and I love it. Too little detail is my motive and it works for me. A reader wanting to know every little detail up front is honestly annoying to me. Read the damn book. I will tell you eventually. I like for my readers to discover the info throughout the story. It lets me know who's paying attention and who's not. I sprinkle clues. I do not paint a picture, and that is absolutely fine. Writing too much detail is absolutely fine too. It is a style unique to you, and while some don't like it, I guarantee you others will. Number 5, listen to your sensitive readers. Don't. Seriously, don't. At least don't listen to everything they say. Figure out if they truly feel misrepresented or if they are just insulted. Insulting is fine. You cannot make everyone happy. As a black woman, I've written characters that have said some things that just happen to insult black women. Did I change it? No, it didn't insult me. People are not perfect. Name one person that has never had an unpopular opinion. I'll wait. You can't. And if you did, that person is faker than an $8 bill. Unless your character is a people pleaser, don't adjust them to a sensitive person's ideal. You will ruin them. Number 6, Avoid sensitive subjects. Don't do this either. These give your story depth. I admit using them willy nilly is a bit much, but if you feel it's fine, use it. Warning, sensitive subject coming up. For example, breaking a woman in your story. If someone is actively attempting to break a woman, both physically and emotionally, you know they are going to try everything, the R word included. We all know it happens. So, avoiding that situation when the goal is to break them is kind of weird. And it makes it seem as though things have not touched rock bottom for this female. How can I, as a reader, feel a female character has crawled from hell intact if she never even made it to hell? You see what I'm saying? Some may agree, some may not. All I'm saying is don't actively try to avoid going in a direction your story is trying to take you simply because it's a sensitive subject. Lucky number 7. Give your characters conflict. Do not do this. Simply create characters that see conflict. A character who grew up in a good environment, having to move 2 hours from home to go to college wouldn't be much of a conflict for them. But if that character had a bad upbringing with terrible parents and was in a terrible neighborhood and just so happened to have a lovely younger sibling that they didn't want to leave behind, then moving would be an issue and cause the character to question and attempt to solve the forming conflict. You, the author, should not drive your story. Your characters and their personalities should. If your characters come first, then your characters write the story. If your story comes first, then your story writes your characters. And you, as the author, are tasked with filling in the gaps. Bonus, follow the pacing of your specific genre. Wrong. Do whatever works for you. If you want to write a mystery where it's solved in the first 3 chapters, do you. If you want to start your romance with your characters meeting in the first 2 paragraphs, go for it. Confining yourself to a formula is formulaic. People do not like change, so that's why you are often advised to stick to a script. But if that ain't you, don't force it. If you have a sci fi novel and it's under 80,000 words, and it feels perfect to you, don't feel the need to add more unless you know it's lacking. Be creative and add history lore, add ons or such. Don't feel the need to mold your story to other people or industry standards. Times are changing. Someone is going to break the mold and be revolutionary. Why not be the first? That's it for today. That is all the advice I'm going to tell you not to listen to. There's more, but there may be later videos. I thank you for listening to my writing tips. Please like and subscribe. I have a Discord for writers called the Writers Genjutsu Escape. The link is posted in the description. Come over and say hi. We are all friendly. Have a great day. Yoish!